Good morning, students. Let's see the continuity of organic chemistry, general organic chemistry. We are discussing about hybridization. Okay. Yesterday we discussed about sp hybridization. Am I right? Now let's see the examples. Example that organic chemistry, concept of hybridization. Am I right? Hybridization. So we have three types of hybridization. One is sp, second one is sp2, third one is sp3. We discussed about sp already. I explained it. Okay. So now let's see the example for sp. Example for sp hybridization. In that mostly we discuss about beryllium dichloride. This is the molecule. In BeCl2, beryllium is the central atom. Beryllium is the central atom. Okay. Its atomic number is 4. What is the atomic number of beryllium? 4. That means it has 4 electrons. How many electrons? 4 electrons. Now ground state electronic configuration of beryllium is 1s2, 2s2, 2, 4 enough. Beryllium 4, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium 4. This is the ground state electronic configuration. Okay. So here 2p0, am I right? 2p0. That means no electrons in p. This is ground state. We can represent this. This is outermost cell, am I right? 2s2p means outermost valence cell. Outermost valency cell. Okay. Now this can represent as 2s. How many electrons are there in 2s here? 2 electrons. In p orbital we have 3 suborbitals again. This is 2s2. This is 2px0, 2py0, 2pz0. P orbital having 3 suborbitals. 2px0, 2py0, 2pz0. Okay. first excited state electronic configuration of beryllium. Ground state means its energy levels are very low. Okay. At first excited state means this 2s electron enter into 2px. This electron enter into 2px. Okay. That means 2s electron enter into 2px. Then write electronic configuration 1s2, 2s1, 2p1. Am I right? 2p1. So now this is valence cell. How many electrons here we have? In 2s1. Here p orbital having 3 suborbitals. In this it has 1 electron. This is 2s1, 2px1. This is 2py0, 2pz0. No electron. Is it clear, all of you? Everyone? Now we are discussing about sp means. Now one s orbital. How many s orbitals are here? 1. How many p? 1. Now one s and 1p, 1s and 1p undergoes sp hybridization, intermixing s and p orbital, 2s and 2p, intermixing undergoes sp hybridization. Am I right? Now this 2s, 2p intermixing form sp hybridization. Am I right? Now one s and p orbital undergoes intermixing. It gives 2 sp hybrid orbitals. Am I right? By the intermixing of 1s and 1s orbital and p orbital, it gives 2 sp orbitals. 2 sp orbitals. Remember this. Now each sp orbital contains, each sp orbital contains 1 electron. Am I right? Here we have 2 sp orbital, each one consists 1 electron. Okay, remember this. This is about beryllium. Now beryllium having 2 sp hybrid orbitals, in that each one has 1 electron. Okay, totally 2 electrons. Beryllium undergoes. Next, come to chlorine. Would like to discuss about chlorine. What is the atomic number of chlorine? Atomic number of chlorine is 17. That means it has 17 electrons. Write its electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. Am I right? Totally 17. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 6, 10, 12. 12 plus 5, 17. Am I right? 3s, 3p is the outermost cell. Am I right? 3s, 3p is the outermost cell or valence cell. Now write in 3p5, in 3p, p orbitals means again it has 3 suborbitals. Totally 5 we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I right? Totally how many electrons are there in p? 5 electrons. First write 1, 1, 1. Then pair. Start the pairing. 1, 1, 1. Totally 5 electrons are there or not? 5 electrons. Now this is 3px. How many electrons? 2. This is 3py2. This is 3pz1 only. 1 only. 3pz. This single electron undergoes reaction with beryllium. Remember this. There is 3pz orbital only. Why? Because it has single electron. Okay. Now, how many electrons are possible here? 5 plus 2 in the outermost shell, 7 electrons only, am I right? 7 electrons only. In the outermost shell, how many electrons are present? 7 electrons. If 8 electrons are present in the outermost shell, then chlorine becomes stable. Remember this, if 8 electrons are present, here 2 plus 5, 7 only in the outermost shell. If 8 electrons are present, then chlorine becomes stable, okay, due to octet rule. Octet means 8. So now, if chlorine gain 1 electron, then here 6 plus 2, 8 electrons, am I right? Here 5 only, if chlorine gain 1 electron, it becomes 6. 3 2 is 6. And these two, totally 8 electrons, am I right? Listen. Now, how BeCl2 form? Take the Be is the central atom, you know very well, am I right? Be. Now, we have 2 chlorine atoms. This is the chlorine, this is the chlorine. Here I wrote only 1 chlorine. Second chlorine is also same manner. For second chlorine atom also 3p z orbital is having 1 electron. Okay. Now, beryllium has 2 sp hybrid orbital, am I right? It has 2 sp hybrid orbital. This is 1, this is 1. Am I right? sp hybrid orbitals. In 3pZ, chlorine has 1 electron. In sp, it has 1 electron or not? In the sp, here it is also 1 electron or not? 1 electron. sp, here it is 1, total 2 electrons. Now, for 1 chlorine, 3pZ orbital is there, single electron. So now, 1 electron from 3pZ1, 3pZ1 electron, this electron of this chlorine. Same 3pZ for this chlorine also same configuration. 3pZ electron from this chlorine. Is it clear? Now we are going to form the bond between beryllium chlorine and beryllium chlorine. Beryllium having 2 electrons in the form of sp hybrid orbitals. Okay. Now this is one sp which is having 1 electron, and it is also another sp orbital which has 1 electron. Okay, clear? Now come to the chlorine. Chlorine has 1 3pZ electron. Here we have 2 chlorines, that means we have 3 pZs. Now it has 1 electron. It contributes 1 electron for bonding with beryllium. This chlorine also contributes 1 electron with beryllium. Now how many? Now the bond formed between beryllium and beryllium. Am I right? Okay. Now these 2 electrons belongs to this chlorine, and also these 2 electrons belongs to this also. Okay. And again same here also, these 2 electrons belongs to this chlorine. Again these 2 electrons also belongs to this beryllium also. Beryllium. These 2 electrons also belongs to beryllium also. These 2 electrons belongs to chlorine and also this one. These 2 electrons belongs to this one and chlorine also. Okay. Is it clear? Everyone? So equal sharing of electrons takes place, am I right? Equal sharing of electrons in between beryllium and chloron is called covalent bond. Which bond it is? Covalent bond. So sp, which this is sigma bond. Covalent bonds mean it is single bond, so it is called sigma bond. It is called sigma bond. Okay. Is it clear, all of you? Which bond is formed here? Sigma bond is formed. How many sigma bonds are possible here? 2 sigma bonds. Number of sigma bonds are covalent bonds. Sigma bonds. How many? two bonds. Clear? Now chlorine totally how many electrons? 17 electrons. Okay. So now it gain 1 electron from this beryllium emerite. Now how many electrons? 18 electrons. 18 electron means nearest noble gas argon configuration. Am I right? Argon has 18 electrons. So here in this form chlorine gets stability. Okay, remember which hybridization it is? This is the sp hybridization in beryllium chloride. Beryllium chloride. Is it clear, ma? Everyone? Number of sigma bonds are 2. What type of bonds is are covalent bonds? Number of covalent bonds means 2. Okay. Which orbital is involved in chlorine? 3pz, p orbital. Which p orbital involved in from chlorine? 3pz. From sp orbitals. Okay. Is it clear? So now if we observe, is there any p orbital here? These are hybrid orbital. Here it is p orbital. We call it is. This one is also p, but it is undergoes hybridization, so we call it is hybrid orbital. Now these two are pure p orbitals. Pure p orbitals. Is there any pure p orbitals? And these two are not involved in hybridization, am I right? So unhybrid p orbitals. How many unhybrid p orbitals here? 2. Even it is our empty or filled with electrons. How many unhybrid orbitals in the sp hybridization? 2. Note it down. How many unhybrid p orbitals in beryllium? 2. Remember this point. Okay, is it clear? Now what is the bond angle in this case? Bond angle is, for sp, bond angle is 180 degrees and shape of the molecule is linear shape. Shape or geometry, both are same. Geometry, both are same. Linear shape. Is it clear, ma? So why beryllium interact with chlorine? Beryllium has 4 electrons only. How many electrons? 4 electrons. If beryllium gain 8 electrons, okay, then it gets stability. Okay. Here chlorine 17, it gain 1 electron from this one, so total 18 electrons. 18 electrons means it is stable organ electron configuration. Now come to here. Chlorine has 17 electrons. It gain 1 electron from this one. Totally 18. Chlorine is get stability. Now this is about sp hybridization in BeCl2. Okay. Number of unhybrid orbital in the case of sp hybridization is how much? 2. Okay. Number of hybrid orbitals how much? 2. sp means 2 hybrid orbitals are formed. One s orbital, one p orbital intermixing, it gives 2 sp hybrid orbitals. Is it clear? Next, in that we go for second molecule in sp. Example 2. For sp hybridization. That is acetylene. What it is? Acetylene or ethane. Formula is C2H2. Its structure is C triple bond C C triple bond C and H and H. Am I right? Clear all of you? Triple bond this is. Now in this molecule what is the central atom? Carbon. Central atoms are carbons. Here we have two carbons. Two carbon atoms are central atoms. Both are acting central atoms. Atomic number of carbon is 6. So it has 6 electrons. How many electrons it has? 6 electrons. Okay. 6 electrons. Is it clear, all of you? Next. Ground state electronic configuration of carbon. Both carbon same expression for this one also. Carbon is 1s2 2s2 2p2. 6 electrons are there or not? 1s2 2s2 2p2. How many electrons are there here in the outermost cell? Outermost cell means this is the nucleus of carbon. First orbit, second orbit, 1s2. Next go to 2s2 2p2. This is outermost cell. Here we are discussing about this one only. Okay, and how many electrons are there in 2s? 2 electrons. In p again we have 3 suborbitals. In that 2 electrons we have 1 2. 1 is empty. Am I right? 1 is empty. We need a sp hybridization. Am I right? sp. First, excited state electronic configuration of carbon is this electron shifted to this one after first excitation. So now 1s2 2s1 2p3. Am I right? One electron migrate towards to 2p. Now how many electrons are here? One electron in 2s. In p we have 3. Okay. Now this is 2s. This is 2px1 2py1 2pz1. Am I right? Clear? This is about only one carbon. In the second carbon also same manner. Okay. Now which hybridization? It undergoes sp hybridization. sp hybridization. One s orbital and one p orbital. These two are unhybrid orbital. 2. Am I right? Hybrid orbital is 2. Now carbon form 2sp hybrid orbitals. Am I right? Each sp hybrid orbital consist one electron. Why? Because two electrons are here. Okay. Each sp consists one electron. Okay. Second carbon also have two sp hybrid orbitals. Same. Okay. Totally 4 sp hybrid orbitals from two carbon atoms, out of each one has 2 sp, totally 4 sp hybrid orbital. Okay, in this. Now total unhybrid orbitals from one carbon to, for both two carbons, 4 here. Okay, total unhybrid p orbitals are pure p orbitals 4 from both carbons, from the both carbons. That means each one having two unhybrid orbitals. These are also called as pure p orbitals. Pure p orbitals. These are not participate in hybridization. Okay. Now let's see. We have how many carbons? 2 carbons. Okay, clear. Now this carbon having 2 sp, one sp hybrid having 1 electron, and this carbon also having 1 sp. It offer 1 electron. Now bond formed between these two carbons. Which type of overlapping this takes place? Axial overlapping. Side axial overlap or linear overlap. Axial or head on or head to head or head on or axial overlap causes sigma bond. Which bond it is? Sigma bond takes place. Okay. Which bond it is? Sigma bond. Okay, clear? Now carbon has one more sp, am I right? It offers 1 electron here. This carbon is also having another sp. It offers 1 electron, am I right? Clear? Now hydrogen, for hydrogens, what is the atomic number? 1. That means it has 1 electron. Electronic configuration 1s1. So hydrogen has 1 electron in s orbital. Okay, remember this. Now this is the hydrogen. Which gives 1 electron to this carbon of it 1s. Am I right? 1s. So now it is also axial overlapping only. Axial overlap. It is also sigma bond. Axial overlapping takes place. Due to the axial overlap, which bond is possible? Covalent bond, that is sigma bond. Single bond is called as sigma bond here. Next come to another hydrogen is there. This is hydrogen. It gives 1 electron from it as axial overlapping takes place. It is also covalent. Clear? Everyone? Up to. So carbon has 2 sp. It utilizes 2 sp hybrid orbitals. Here also this carbon 2 sp. It utilizes 2. Totally 4 completed. Now come to, in this case come to pure p orbitals we have. Each carbon we have 2 single electrons, am I right? In 2py, 2pz. Okay? And for second carbon also same, 2py, 2pz. Totally 4 electrons which are unhybrid orbitals. Okay? We call it as pure orbitals. Pure p orbitals. Now this carbon having py of this and py of this one makes one bond. Okay, and also PZ of this carbon formed another bond. This is P Y, this is Py, this is Pz, this is Pz. Okay, which overlapping takes place here in the both case? Py orbital, pure electron, p orbital of one carbon and Py of another carbon gives one bond, which is lateral overlapping. This is called lateral overlapping. Lateral overlapping gives pi bond. Now these both are lateral overlapping, so it is pi bond, it is sigma bond. It is sigma bond, axial. It is sigma bond. Okay. So these two pi bonds are due to these unhybrid p orbitals of two carbons. Py of one carbon, Py of another carbon. Lateral means like this. This is p orbital. This is p orbital. Give one pi bond. Okay. I will explain again. Is it clear, ma'am? Okay. Totally, how many bonds are formed between two carbon atoms? This is carbon, this is carbon. Triple bond is present in between two carbon atoms. Am I right? Now it is sigma bond. It is sigma bond. In this one is sigma bond, another one is pi and pi. Okay. Clear? Now what is the hybridization of this carbon? sp, when it is triple bond. Here it is also sp hybridization. Is it clear? Number of sigma bonds, can anybody? Number of sigma bonds in this compound, count 1, 2, 3. Okay. Number of pi bonds. Number of pi bonds. 1, 2. Is it clear? Py of one carbon, Py of another carbon gives one pi bond by lateral overlapping. Pz of another carbon, Pz of one carbon gives lateral overlapping, give one more pi bond. Due to the overlapping of p orbitals, here we get pi bonds. Is it clear? Due to the axial overlapping of sp orbitals, we get which hybridization? Clearly sigma bond is possible. Totally how many sigma bonds are possible here? 1, 2 in the triple bond. 1 is sigma bond, remaining 2 are pi bonds. Is it clear, all of you? Okay. Now the carbon is bonded with the triple bond. Then what is the hybridization? sp hybridization. Okay. Here both carbon bonded with the triple bond, am I right? So they show triple bond means sp hybridization. Simply we can able to identify. Okay. Is it clear, students? These two are example for which hybridization? sp hybridization. Let's see this explanation. How many carbons we have? This is carbon. This is also carbon. Okay. This is also carbon atoms. These two are. Now this is sp. sp of one carbon. This is also sp of another carbon. Gives sigma bond. Okay. Next, another sp of this one. Here another sp of this carbon. Okay. Now this is interact with s orbital. S orbital is spherical, am I right? S orbital is spherical. S orbital is, this is hydrogen. This point is located to carbon. This point is located to carbon. This is hydrogen. Which orbital it is? 1s. It is 1s orbital. Okay. Clear? Which, this is sp. Am I right? This is also sp. Now this carbon, this is sp. Am I right? For this carbon it is another sp. Am I right? Okay. Next, come to this is pz unhybrid orbital of this carbon, and here it is also pz of second carbon. Okay, and this is px of one carbon, and this is px of second carbon. Am I right? Clear? This is sigma bond. It is sigma bond. It is also sigma bond. Am I right? This one is sigma sp and s bond. Am I right? This one is also sigma sp and s. Okay. Now this one is sigma sp bond sp overlapping. Am I right? This is axial overlapping. This is also axial overlapping. This is also axial overlapping. Total 3 sigma bonds. Okay. Now px of this carbon and px of second one, this one, not with this one. Okay. Or okay, is it clear? Next, come to pz of this one, pz of this one gives pi bonds. Which bond it is? Pi. These two are these two, and also these two unhybrid pure p orbitals of both carbons. Am I right? This expression is like this. Okay. Is it clear, all of you? Which overlapping it is? These two are lateral overlapping. It gives pi bonds. Remember this. Okay, is it clear? Everyone, can I rub this? Now we have an idea. When carbon is bonded with triple bond, we can represent sp hybridization. Remember this. The same topic we can learn in chemical bonding also. Now write the question. identify the hybridization of the following compounds. The first one is CH3 bond CH2 C triple bond CH. Second one is CH3 C triple bond CH3. Third one is here for triple bond carbons only. For triple bond carbons only. Only triple bond carbons only. Third one CH3 CH2 CH2 CN. Okay, clear? CH3 bond CH2 bond CH double bond C double bond CH2. Now what is the hybridization of this carbon? This carbon is bonded with triple bond. So sp hybridization. Now this carbon is also bonded with triple bond. So it is single bond. Even single bond is dominated by triple bond. If triple bond is there, we prefer to triple bond only here. So which hybridization? sp. Come to here. This is bonded with triple bond or not? So sp hybridization. This carbon bonded with triple bond. So sp hybridization. Now come to this one. This is the very important. These two are here. Come to this one. Carbon bonded with this carbon. Suppose this carbon bonded with double bond or not? Double bond. So actually the carbon with double bond it is sp2, but in this particular case carbon both side double bond, so this carbon is sp. For this carbon it is double bond, so it is sp2. For this carbon it is only double bond, so sp2. The carbon having two double bond like this, it is sp. So actually carbon with double bond it is sp2, remember this, but both side the carbon consists double bond, it is sp. Okay, sp. This is sp2. Why? Because only single double bond. But here it is bonded with two double bonds. Okay, and come to here. This is Cn. Am I right? This Cn can write as cyanide. Can write as, remember this, C triple bond N. Remember this. Cn means C triple bond N. That is the meaning. Now this carbon bonded with triple bond, so sp. Is it clear, ma? Everyone? Okay, carbon bonded with triple bond, this is sp. Carbon both side double bond, this is also sp. Remember this. Okay. For example, in C2H2 acetylene, C triple bond CH, am I right? Now what is the hybridization? sp. What is the hybridization this carbon? sp. Is it clear, all of you, everyone? Next, come to sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization. Okay. sp2 hybridization. sp2 means intermixing of one s and two p orbitals to give 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals. Okay. In this hybridization, bond angle bond angle 120 degrees and shape of the molecule is planar, trigonal planar, we call it is trigonal planar. Okay. Formed sp2 hybrid orbitals are symmetrical and identical and have equal energies. Okay, clear all of you? Relative overlapping power of sp2 orbitals is 1.99 with respect to s orbital. Already explained on tomorrow. Okay, we'll explain yesterday. Okay, is it clear, mark 2? This point is important. Okay, next. Let's see. This is s orbital, am I right? How many p orbitals involved here? 2 p orbitals. What is the shape of p orbital? This is the shape of p orbital. One s orbital. This is one. What it is s orbital? These are 2. What are these 2 p orbitals involved? And it gives sp2. How many sp2 are generated like this? 3 sp2. Why? Because 1 plus 2, 3. Okay, this p orbital loop, this is s orbital loop. P orbital loop, s orbital loop. Okay, how many sp2 we have? 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals generated. Am I right? Clear? Next, these 3 orbitals is like this. This is the nucleus of atom. Suppose the first hybrid orbital like this. Okay, and simply you can write this like okay. Now this has loop like this. This orbital has loop like this. This one. Am I right? This is the loop. Which orbital it is? sp2 hybrid orbitals. This is one sp2 up to this. This is this one. This is this one. Okay. This is one sp2 and sp2. This arrangement here, the bond angle is 120 degrees and shape is trigonal planar. That kind of shape we get in the molecule structures. Okay, is it clear? Next example, boron trifluoride, boron trichloride. Okay, these are inorganic compounds. Okay, and one more example, C2H4. Structure is C double bond C. This is hydrogen. This is hydrogen. This is the structure of this one. Okay, name of this molecule is ethylene or ethane. In this double bond, one is sigma bond, another one is pi bond. This is sigma, 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 sigma. Total number of sigma bonds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number of pi bonds 1. Okay, clear? Now I would like to discuss about one example from here, one example from here. Both are sp2 hybridization. Okay, this is inorganic compound, this one is hydrocarbon, organic compound. Okay, is it clear, all of you? Okay students, I will continue in the next class. Okay, have a nice day. Need the notes. If is there any doubt, ask me.